Hey, Right Side Broadcasting. We are live from CPAC 2021. Grace Saldana here, interviewing with Laura Loomer, candidate for the 21st District of Florida. Laura, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So tell us a little about your platform. You just ran, you just got done running, and you just re-announced.
Yeah, so I just announced again. I filed to run for Congress in 2019. I was inspired to run after being deplatformed and becoming the most banned woman in the world because I have known for years, right? I've had the foresight to see what the ultimate goal of cancel culture and deplatforming is. And I've been warning for years about the big tech censorship of conservatives and their alliance with the Democrat Party to steal elections. And so I was inspired to run because I don't want what has happened to me to happen to anybody else. And, you know, it's not just a free speech issue. We talk about deplatforming in terms of Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, but it's much more sinister than that. As we just saw, the President of the United States was deplatformed. But they didn't just delete his Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Banks, right? Actual banks are banning the President. In Palm Beach County, where I'm running for Congress again, where President Trump is now a full-time resident, they're actually trying to ban him from Mar-a-Lago, his own property. So it doesn't just end with social media, right? It extends into your finances, your business, and your livelihood. And luckily, President Donald Trump is a billionaire, right? But when you think of how this can affect the everyday person, you know, what is your everyday person supposed to do when they get debanked?
Right.
And who is fighting for solutions for this? We don't have any representatives right now that I can think of besides people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Congressman Paul Gosar and Matt Gaetz, who are fighting back against cancel culture in Congress. You know, as somebody who has been banned on every single social media site, Chase Bank shut down my online access to my bank account, and somebody who was also the only deplatformed candidate this last cycle, right? Making history as the first deplatformed official nominee for a party. I'm 100% committed to fighting for the American people because cancel culture and big tech censorship is the most important issue, not only facing America right now, but also the entire world.
Right, and like you said, I mean, what can people do if they get totally banned or banished from society? I mean, we can't let the government have control over our banks or have the left control over our social media presence and stuff like that. So it's unbelievable. But
it's not even just the government, right? It's big tech, and the government's not even doing anything. Big tech is more powerful than the government, and so you know, we see how big tech influenced the outcome of the election. Okay, financing all of those ballot boxes. You know, Mark Zuckerberg and his $400 million dump of money. You know, election integrity and big tech censorship are the same issue. Because when you look at the people who financed this, you know, the voter fraud that happened this last cycle, well, it was the big tech giants, right? It was all of the executives. And so we need to hold them accountable. And currently, I have my antitrust lawsuit against Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Apple, which was filed in 2018, and it's up for review in the Supreme Court. And so the case addresses the fact that these companies are in violation of the Sherman antitrust law, but also the fact that this is a human rights violation. It's not just a free speech issue. These are human rights violations against conservatives.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your book.
Yeah. So I'm coming out with a book. It's going to be out in October. It's available for pre-order now. It's called Loomered: How I Became the Most Banned Woman in the World. And it's an autobiography, but it's also a manual for people on cancel culture and what they can expect going forward. And a lot of people are new to this. They're kind of wondering, how does this happen? How is this legal? And I've been living this for years. This has been my life for the last 4 or 5 years. And people can pre-order the book online if they want to learn about cancel culture and understand how this all happened and why, you know, nobody, including the Republican Party, did anything to prevent this from happening.
Where can they find the book?
Well, it's available for pre-order online at Barnes & Noble and ironically Amazon until they ban the book, which, you know, I'm sure.
Found out yet.
Who knows, right? but it's available Walmart as well.
Okay, great.
And Books A Million. Yeah.
So how can people support your campaign?
Well, they can go to lauraloomerforcongress.com, and that's where they can make a donation and sign up to get my emails. And then you won't be finding my campaign or me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. So you can go to Parler and follow me at Laura Loomer. You can follow Laura Loomer for Congress there, and then you can follow me on Gab at Laura Loomer, and then my Telegram channel as well, Loomered Official.
Such important information because a lot of people want to follow you and they don't know how to find you.
Yeah.
On the platforms. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.